What's up, everybody? How are you all doing?
How's it
Catching a
going?
stream live 2 days in a row. Good times. That's right, Necrologia. Yeah, were you the one that called out
Yeah, you must have been.
the
Logia,
yeah, the Cal matchup?
I think so.
Logia in Discord. That was a weird song. I had to stop it. Yeah, good call there, man. We appreciate the diligence of checking it out for sure. And Cal got his justice, his comeuppance.
Vengeance! So gross. A gross display of justice.
Bitterly gross. It was pretty awful. It was not as savage as the Sovereign Vector match, the beating that I took yesterday. So, yeah, Cal's my spirit animal. Couldn't let him go down. The bracket savior. Everyone's bracket was saved by that. So, yeah, no one was sad to see that match get replayed, except for Stormstrong's SAS bracket.
Yeah, so tonight we've got Innkeeper, the deck that has a special place in our heart because of it was like the deck that did the best in the very first stream that we did. And then we also have Deadclaw, which is the runner-up for the Tournament of Champions. Deadclaw is a scrappy deck that plays a lot better than its deck list suggests.
Scrappy is a good way to put it, I think. For that deck. It's interesting.
It's a deck that I feel like punches outside its weight class.
Yeah.
Like I think you could look at it and just immediately underestimate it. So
I agree.
it's got a lot of tools. It's also unique because it's got two Mavericks in it, which is really awesome. So yeah, it's just a fun deck. Does a lot of cool things. So it's got the classic sound the horns and regrowth, so you can like sound the horns one turn, then regrowth for.
That's solid. I like that.
So yeah, I think you get to do some cool stuff with it. So
All right, bet is up.
bet with the bracket
3,
6.
1474. Jeez.
I think you won it on
During the championship.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is a pretty not great hand. I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Pretty not great.
I will keep mine.
Bro, I need to redistribute that wealth with clever bets.
You think you would have changed the outcome of reality had you bet against your bracket there, Andrew?
Could be. I don't know that Divinity was gonna beat Cal.
I think it would have been really hard.
Yeah.
Did it even? I don't even think it win 3 games, right? They got. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not that close for a final.
Much like that would be hilarious to me if that's the running.
The final's always a blowout.
The final is just always a blowout.
Yeah, I could see it. I think it's less likely in this tournament.
I will play Israel
Based on the way the brackets are set up right now.
Yeah, the distribution probably of decks as well.
I'll play Sanctum. Play Bulwark and Grey Monk. It's a lot of armor, but that troll doesn't care.
Yeah. All right, we are going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play a cannon and a Valdir, and the troll is going to rip the Bulwark to pieces. That's another reason why that deck fights so well. It's got all this extraneous armor sitting around. And draw 2.
Oh. Have a crappy turn here. Let's play Brobnar. Play Bumpsy. I'll play Hebe first. Then play Bumpsy. Then discard Loot the Bodies. That's it.
I think I'm going to say Brobnar here. And Valdir will kill the Grey Monk. I'm going to cannon Hebe. Troll is going to reap. And then I'm gonna play a War Drummer, bounce these guys, and just replay them. I didn't have like a way for the troll. I didn't want to trade off my guys because I feel like I'm in better shape if I leave them on the board.
Yeah.
Your guys don't like trade into mine very cleanly. All right. Anyway, so draw one. Go ahead.
I'll say Sanctum. I'll go ahead and Spirit's Way.
Okay.
Kill these giants. Send them to the Shadow
Well.
Realm. I'll play a Vimos, and I'll play a Sergeant Zakiel to ready and fight. Can't fight, so I'll reap. That is it.
Alright, I guess I'm going to say Untamed. I'm going to discard Key Charge. I'll play a Murmook, and I'm going to regrowth the Troll, I think. And that's my turn. I will draw 2.
Let's say Shadows. I'll Nerve Blast you 2 to the Murmook. Play Bad Penny. I'll play one last job. Purge my Bad Penny. Steal 1. Play a Dodger. Play Carlo Phantom.
Alright, I am going to say...
That was best Penny.
Brobnar. I'm going to cannon... I think Carlo. I think it's actually a tough choice there. I'm not actually gaining any amber this turn, so I don't think Dodger fighting and stealing is going to be too bad for me. So I'll play Bilgum and a Troll, and it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, I'll play Shadows. Play a Long Fuse Mine. Play Shadow Self. Dodger. The question is, do I kill Bilgum or the Murmook? The problem, I wish I could steal something. Why didn't you make an Amber?
Yeah.
You jerk.
Yep.
I'm gonna go and kill the Bilgum.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. So I want to re-examine that last turn. I think killing Carlo was the right because you would have reaped and you would have been at 6, so you could have threatened.
Well, yeah, I guess you'd make an Amber.
I didn't.
Anyway.
I didn't have any for you to steal either way. So okay. All right. We are gonna say Logos. We'll start things off with Wild Wormhole. Into a Neutron Shark.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so this is super interesting. That's actually, I think that was actually worst case scenario for me.
Really?
I guess we're gonna get the Murmook and the Dodger. And we keep going. And
Maverick Fertility Sanchez would be pretty fun. You're right.
I'm gonna get Neutron Shark.
What's up, Bill?
and,
How's it going? No problem.
Vimos.
Feel free to watch us in secret on your phone. And then stop.
Yeah, he was dead anyway. I'm gonna remote access Long Fuse Mines. I actually wanted to do that first, so I'd get the damage, but
Right.
So I was like, well, if I hit Neutron Shark, then that's bad. But and then I hit Neutron Shark. We'll play a Doc Bookton and an Escatera and a Dexter, and it'll be your turn. I'll draw.
Okay, I'll say Brobnar. I'm gonna punch my Zakiel.
Okay.
Coward's End. Oh no, he doesn't take damage. I can't
Yeah.
do that. So, I will still. I guess I'll punch. No, I don't want to punch with your guys. Crap. I'm gonna have to punch my Shadow Self. I'll have no choice. I guess I could just not punch at all. I'm still gonna Coward's End.
You could punch Dexter.
I could punch Dexter. He's
It's the
gonna die
same.
anyway. Yeah, so I'll punch Dexter. Then Coward's End.
Okay.
Play Ganger Chieftain. Play the War Chest. And say check with 6.
All right. Well, I can't stop the 6. We're gonna drop smash.
Here's your excuse, Bill. You got to poop for about an hour and a half more. Yeah, make a trip to the store.
Play smash. I'm gonna stun the Ganger Chieftain. I'm gonna drop Gauntlet of Command. I'm gonna cannon the Shadow Self. I will cannon the Shadow Self. For some reason, I thought I had done enough to kill it. On the first cannon, I'll punch Ganger Chieftain, and that'll be my turn. I will draw 3.
Forge a key. I'll say Brobnar. Play Valdir on stun Chieftain. And discard burn the stockpile. That's it.
Alright, I guess I'll say Untamed. I'm going to Blinding Light for Brobnar. I'll play a Ganymede Archivist and a Niffle Ape. That'll be it. And I'll draw 3.
I'll say Shadows. Play Dodger, Nerve Blast to do 2 to the Archivist. That's it.
Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to sound the horns. I got a feeling this...
Might just empty the deck.
No.
Oh,
it's
smash.
JK. I will Bumpsy you. I will smash the Dodger. I am going to clear. Who do we Gauntlet of Command with? This is this may seem like a small point, but I think it kind of matters what I do here. I think there's a good chance I say Untamed on the next turn, which makes me not want to Gauntlet with one of these guys. The problem is these big Brobnar dudes trade with whoever they fight with. Whereas I can essentially, with the cannon and like the gauntlet, I could trade the Niffle Ape up for like the Dodger.
I feel like you're fine with trading any number of those guys away because you'll reshuffle and they have good play effects. Though.
You're right. So it's Bumpsy then.
Yeah.
So we're gonna Gauntlet the Bumpsy into. Did that deck have Relentless Assault? I don't think it did, right?
No.
Okay. So Bumpsy will trade with Dodger. I will cannon the Ganger Chieftain away, and then I'll cannon Valdir for 2. Alright. Alright, that's it. So I will draw 2. And that's a good point. It's one of those things I think min-maxing your shuffles is like a pretty good thing to remember as you're playing through a game.
I will say Sanctum. And the Glorious Few to get 3.
Ooh. I forgot about that. That deck actually has 2 of them.
Yeah.
You're fixing to play the second one?
No. Play Doorstep. Play Take Hostages. Play Remiel and Tabris. That's it.
Okay, so you have not played the other one. So I do actually need to plan as if you are going to hit me with that other Glorious Few pretty soon. Because I could have like a really sweet Logos turn. It's just if you Glorious Few on the next turn, I look like an idiot. So yeah, I guess I go with I don't draw anything if I say Brobnar. I do get to make some progress if I say Untamed. So I'll play a ritual. I'm going to reap with the Ganymede Archivist. That's going to let me archive something. And then the Niffle Ape can kill Remeal. So I'll do that. Okay. Alright, that's that. Your turn. I wish I could have threatened there, because I'm, like, way far behind. Alright, go ahead.
I will say Brobnar. I'll play Brothers in Battle for Sanctum. Tabris will fight the Archivist.
Okay. You capture one.
I will unstun the Valdir. I'm going to anger Valdir into a smash. And I'll use the War Chest to get 2. That's it. Check with 9.
Well, I had to take this logo's turn. Just kind of have to. So I'm going to play a Spectral Tunneler. Going to play a Dexter. Play a Doc Bookton. Play a Mother. Twin Bolt. I guess your Tabris and my Dexter. I don't think it really matters. And then I'm going to Fogify, so you can't fight on the next turn.
Cannot fight.
Yes, cannot fight.
Say it with me. Can't fight.
I kind of wish I got to use the ritual there, but alright, so I'll say check with 7, and I'll draw.
Alright, so I forge. I will say Shadows. I'm gonna lights out those 2.
Okay. I gotta
Yeah.
draw 3 and then
Play a Dodger and play Magda.
boo. Alright, so draw 3. Go to 7. And these guys are back in the hand.
Olive oil is very good. Yes, you're right.
Okay, I guess I say Untamed. I am gonna drop the Ganymede Archivist. I will play a Dust Pixie. I'm gonna Regrowth for nothing. I'm gonna Nocturnal Maneuvers those 3 guys. I'm going to Blinding Light, and I'm gonna say Sanctum, I think. Then I'm gonna Cooperative Hunting. And then I wonder if this is the place for the 200 IQ play, where I shoot my own Dust Pixie. Oh, or, ooh, okay. I shoot Dexter. Yeah, 200 IQ. So we shoot Dexter, so you get that back. shoot my own Dust Pixie, and then I do 2 damage to Magda the Rat. Dexter goes back on top of the deck, and then now you have 6, and I ritual you for 1. That way I keep my dudes down, because you've not played the second Glorious Few. So this kind of inoculates me to that. So, alright, there we go. So check with 11, and then draw 3.
Okay. Alright, I'll say Brobnar. Play Screech Bomb. Play Gengar Chieftain to fight the Archivist.
Oh, no.
To steal. And then I'll use the War Chest to gain 1.
So push you to 7.
I'm going to discard Coward's End.
I don't think I can beat 7. I had even I can beat it. I can beat it because I got yeah, we're good. All right, so I forge.
Yep.
All right, we are going to say Brobnar. We're gonna Bumpsy and crush 1, and we are going to Cannon Magda. And that'll get me some. We are going to Cannon the Dodger. I am going to punch Tabris, I suppose. I am going to reap with Smash. And then I'm going to Gauntlet Smash into the Gengar Chieftain. Okay, that's that. Say check with 8 and draw 2.
Say Shadows. Play a Dodger. Use a Screech Bomb. And I'll Nerve Blast you and do 2 to the Bumpsy. That's it.
Okay.
Your generals need to take the hill. The cannons are on, Justin. That's right. It's coming down to the wire, yeah. Yep. Those artifacts are pretty good.
Okay. We are going to say Brobnar. I need to take a Logos turn, but I can't afford not to do Brobnar stuff while I can. Bumpsy is gonna reap, and I am gonna drop a troll. We're gonna Gauntlet the troll into Dodger, and then we're gonna War Drummer. We'll replay Bumpsy to make you lose 1. Replay the troll, and then we'll Cannon Champion Tabris twice. Say check with 6 and draw 2 and tell you to go ahead.
Or I'll play Sanctum. Play Hallowed Blaster. Play 2 Glorious Fuse.
Ooh. Oh, I was trying to play around that.
And I'll Spirit's Way.
Ugh. God.
I'll say check with 8.
I'm trying so hard to play around that.
I know.
Oh God. I could. I spent too long behind this game. These Logos cards I've been dying to get them out. I wonder if I had played them last turn, if I would have been in better shape for this. No, I would have had 4 Logos dudes, and it would have been glorious. You would have glorious viewed me right in the dick.
Yeah.
I had Key Charge, but I wasn't actually able to generate enough Untamed. So I can stop. I had Murmook as well, so you would be at 7
Ritual
and Forge
Murmook,
for 7.
Yep.
But not quite enough to get there. So yeah, I feel like that ended up being a closer game than it looked.
Definitely.
To start with. So man, 8th grade me would be jamming out pretty hard to Linkin Park's "The End."
Still a good song.
I watched the Magic trailer. Have you seen that?
Yes, it was
Where
actually awesome.
They make they do the cover version of "The End" by
Yes.
Linkin Park.
It was great, man. I loved it.
So
All right, bets up. I know nobody bet on Deadclaw last round. What the heck?
I'll show you how to lose the Deadclaw. The only problem with this best 2 out of 3 format is if the game goes to 3 rounds, there's like that possibility that one of us just loses all 3 games.
Right.
And so you're like tilted going into the next match. And so you're just like losing games and getting more mad as the games keep going. So.
I mean, I don't get mad.
Yeah.
Some of us do.
I mean, I'm furious.
Some half of Tabletop Royale gets mad. There was that. I mean, I did get mad that one night I lost 6 games. I'll be honest. That was brutal. I think you had the same. You had the same situation.
Yeah.
It was the same
Oh,
feels.
yeah. You just can't win a game.
I feel like Justin never loses. That's why he doesn't get mad.
Why don't you try watching all the streams, Nihil?
Oh man, Nathan tilts for all of us. Yep. I'm burning down the end after using a background music for a video class in 10th grade. Yeah. Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, so I remember my sister doing a project where she changed the words to one of the Backstreet Boys song and made it. They were reading like Edith Hamilton's Mythology or whatever, and so this is before I could drive. So this is before I could just leave the house, you know. She listened to the same song on repeat for seriously like a week straight, trying to rewrite the words.
Wow.
To make it about like Ithaca or something like that. And
that's awful.
The Sibling Kings, how's it going?
Hey man.
Yeah.
A 3.
Also a 3.
A 4.
6.
We have D20s like within arm's reach now. We still haven't upgraded.
Nah, man. We could roll D100s.
Yep.
Meteora. I remember that album came out.
Yeah, it was good. I think I will keep.
I am going first. And this hand is bad.
And it should feel bad. I had a friend rewrite Yellow Submarine to Rome, Italy. We all live in Rome, Italy. Exactly.
Yep.
The song writes itself. We are doing Whale Assembly Kings. Thank you for asking. It's very, very nice of you.
We're reminiscing about high school and middle school music projects. Alright. That deck does not have any elusive dudes.
No, it's not interested in being elusive.
So, I'll say Sanctum. We'll start things off with Vemos.
Just a big dude.
And go.
Alright, I will say Brobnar. I'm going to go ahead and sound the horns. Cannon, remote access, ritual balance, Dr. Escatera, Mother, blinding light, Bumpsy. Okay, I don't know if that really worked out for me or not. Play Bumpsy, play Valdir, smash the Vemos.
Alright, I'm gonna say Sanctum. I'm gonna play Doorstep. We're gonna play a Grey Monk. I really wanted to fight with Vemos. Play a Champion Tabris. I'll play a Commander Remule. Vemos will clear this done. And it's your turn. Draw 4.
Alright, so I think I need to just call Brobnar again to get the scary mans off the board.
Clean up the table.
Yeah, so Bumpsy will hit Grey Monk. Smash will hit Remule. And Valdir will reap. That's it.
All right. I am going to say shadows. I think this long fused mine's pretty safe since you got rid of the remote access there.
What are we calling a judge on these non-opaque sleeves? Hey man, this is a house game, not official tournament.
Slam 2 Dodgers. I'll play Magda. I think Magda is actually probably, to time Magda best is to play it so that you can exactly threaten,
right,
and then maybe trade her off on the following turn. So, okay, and a draw.
I will play Logos. I'm gonna play a Neutron Shark.
Oh boy!
So I'm gonna get Smash and Magda first. I'm gonna get Bump C and a Dodger. I'm gonna get Valdir and Dodger. I'll get Neutron Shark and Tabris. That's it.
You still mill one last card.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna discard Burn in the stockpile. I'm gonna play a Hebe. And then we're gonna gang your chieftain. Hebe's gonna reap. And we'll play a Valdir. And it'll be your go. Draw.
I'll say Untamed. I'm gonna play Hunting Witch, Archivist, Crab, Dust Pixie, and a Key Charge. That's it. I'm trying desperately to set that up for 100 turns.
Okay, we're gonna say Sanctum. I'm gonna discard my Spirit's Way. I'm gonna play a Hallowed Blaster. A long fuse mine's gonna detonate Murmuk and the Archivist. Vemos is gonna kill the Hunting Witch. I am going to Zakiel, the Ganger Chieftain, and the Dust Pixie, which actually, there's like 2 regrowths in that deck, so I'm not actually crazy about that, but I guess there's nothing stopping you from attacking the Dust Pixie, then regrowthing it. So that'll be my turn. And I'll draw 3.
Alright, I'll play Logos. Might sneeze.
Oh god. Angle it.
Okay,
Angle it.
Okay. Logos, Wild Wormhole. Do a Twin Bolt. Okay. This is interesting because I have a Positron Bolt in my hand.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can get extra out of this or not. Positron will kill that guy anyway. I don't think I can get any extra out of it. So we'll do 2 to Valdir and 2 to Ganger Chieftain. Then I'll Positron Bolt there. And then I will Fogify. Not that that matters. That's it.
Okay, we're gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna discard Coward's End. I'm gonna reap 3 times. And then I'm gonna anger and reap. And also check with 8. I will draw 2.
Say Untamed. I'm gonna Regrowth for a Pixie. And I'm gonna Regrowth for a Murmuk to make you pay 7. Say check with 8.
Alright, so we'll pay 7.
Could have killed Zakier and Ganger. Yeah, you're right. Yep. You're right. The math was too complicated for me.
Talking about theoretical numbers here. Alright, I'm gonna Nerve Blast and kill the Dust Pixie. I'm gonna Lights Out the Murmuk. I'll play a one last job. Just get this garbage out of my hand. That's that. I will draw 3. You forge.
Okay. I'll say Brobnar, play Gauntlet, play a Troll, and I will punch the Chieftain.
Not the Valdir?
Oh yeah, the Valdir. Yeah, I forgot he would destroy with the
Yeah,
Troll.
Valdir would go straight up.
Yep, that's it. It's a luxury sitting at 1k miles. Yeah.
Oh, right. I guess I'm going to say Shadows. I'm going to play a bad painting on Carlo. And I'm just going to discard this bad painting. My one last job is gone. So.
Yep.
And I draw 2. And it's your go.
I'll say Untamed. Play Murmook. Play Niffle Ape. Cooperative Hunting. 2 and 1. That's it. Reshuffle for 1.
Let's put this guy. Okay, I guess I'm gonna say Sanctum here, and I'm gonna Glorious Few just for the single. I am gonna drop the Bulwark, and then Zakiel's gonna take out the Murmook. And I'll Hallowed Blaster Hebe. Wish I could threaten there, but draw 2. Go ahead.
I will. I think I'll play.
Wonder if the one last job was a hold. Yeah, I mean, I lost track of the creatures that were left in the deck. I mean, I would have looked like a genius had I played Bad Painting than Carlo, holding the one last job. But I'm trying to get to some of the stuff that'll help me like control the board. So
I'll play Brobnar. I'll play Cannon. Play a Smash to stun Hebe.
Okay.
Troll will kill Bulwark.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna Gauntlet Smash into Zakiel.
All right.
That's it.
Sam Brobnar. I guess I loot the bodies. I'll play a War Chest. I'll play a Screech Bomb. I'll Brothers in Battle and say Dis because I can. And then Hebe will clear his stun. So check with 6, and I will draw.
I'll say Logos. I will
Dexter.
play a Dexter.
Yeah.
Play Doc Bookton. Play Spectral Tunneler. And Twin Bolt the Hebe. And Niffle Ape is fine. That's it. Yeah, Glorious View is going to be good when he gets it.
I am going to go ahead and Screech Bomb you because you have shuffled through your deck. It's possible you've gotten to the remote access. I will Glorious View for 4. It's better. Glorious Works or whatever it's called.
Virtuous Works.
Virtuous Works.
Yeah.
I'll play it Take Hostages, and I'll use Hallowed Blaster to heal Hebe. Alright, I'll say check with 10. I'll draw, and I draw, and draw.
Okay, I'll say Brobnar. Play a smash to stun the Hebe.
Man, it's Hebe. Can't catch a break.
Troll Reap. I'm gonna gauntlet the troll into the Hebe. Oh, did I get the one for the Reap?
No.
So he takes 6. Play another cannon. Reap with the smash. And that's it. Hope you don't get another glorious few.
I guess I got 2 shots at it, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, I have a Bumpsy as well. So,
Okay.
Bumpsy.
Alright, so we forge. Alright, 1 draw.
1 draw. Oh lord.
Okay. I think I have to say Brobnar for this turn. I'll play a Bumpsy. Yeah, I think I have to say Brobnar. Play a Screech Bomb. And then we're gonna punch. I guess we punch the troll. Yeah, I guess. Alright. And it's your turn. I draw 3.
Okay. Say Untamed. Play Ritual Balance. Nocturnal Maneuvers Bumpsy. Blinding Light for Dis. Regrowth for Mermook. Reap with Niflape. Regrowth for Troll. That's it.
So you're at 8.
I'm at 8.
I have the Glorious Few. But I don't have anything to stop you.
Whew. Ooh-wee. Okay. That was a close game.
Yeah.
Very close.
Yeah, it was super close. This matchup is pretty
Interesting. It's really interesting.
pretty tight. I felt like I was just like fumbling around with my draw for some vast portions of that game. Yeah. I even felt like I got lucky because you milled the remote access. There's like a lot of like one-shot artifacts in there that are just a disaster if they get hit with remote access. So
GG.
dang.
All right, let's do the game 3. Bet is going up now. It's up.
I also feel like if I had drawn Glorious Few off the top, I only had 1 shot at it, but I had 2. Probably had what, between 5 and 10% chance to hit it.
I had to just accept that risk because I couldn't. I wasn't gonna stop.
Yeah.
Whatever 10 amber. So.
Yeah, and you kind of like want dudes on the board so that you could hit like key charge.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The thing that you got to do with Dead Claw that I did not get to do was get to use regrowth effectively. And
Yeah.
I did not get to do it effectively. Yeah. I milled my when I was playing it. I milled Hunting Witch with Neutron Shark. I think,
It does a lot of self-milling.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
So
I was able to get back through my deck pretty quick.
right.
So that was good.
I think you milled like
The Sound the Horns at the beginning of the game milled like 5 or 6 cards.
right, and the Neutron Shark hit like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So that's a third of the, but basically a fourth of the deck, I guess, right there.
I also had the key charge turn too. I feel like that was pretty important.
Yeah, I had a way to stop you.
Yeah.
My hand was like a bunch of shadow stuff at the time, and then you key charged because I had like Magda, I think. No,
You had played Magda before.
No, not Magda.
Because I had to just play a Logos turn where I only played Neutron Shark to get rid of Magda.
Yeah. The board control struggle in this matchup is really interesting.
It's very swingy, I feel like. And you didn't draw your like Spirit's Way, did you?
I drew it like turn 2.
Oh, you had to get rid of it? Because that
So I
was
just
really
pitched
key
it.
when I was playing.
Yeah, I pitched it.
Yep. And the Coward's End was key.
Yeah. I was like in dominating board control each time I had those. So
That's an argument, I guess, to hold on to Spirit's Way, I think.
all right, you are first.
Well, this is garbage. I'm liking this.
Sand seems good.
I actually only drew 6 cards, but I think it was going to be garbage no matter what the 7th card was.
I think this is one of the strengths of this deck, is that there's not a lot of situational cards. This deck is like play
Play your stuff. Yep.
Play your stuff. It's doing what you want it to do. Just play your stuff. Which there's something to be said about that in a deck, where it isn't, like you don't have like a necessarily a preferred draw order. It's
It
just
just hangs in there.
You can just play stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like Christensen, where in Christensen you really want the arises after you've played some disc guys. Alright, we're going to say Brobnar. I'm going to sound the horns. Turn 1, sound the horns has a 100% win rate tonight. Dang. Oh, that's not a bad one, I guess. We'll play a Gauntlet. We'll play a Valdir. I think I'm going to hold on to my War Drummer.
Okay.
And I'll tell you to go ahead. I draw 2.
Interesting. I will say...
I think the War Drummer is like one of the most important cards in this deck.
Yeah. I'm going to say Shadows. I'm going to lights out your Valdir and discard Bad Penny. That's it.
Alright. I will say Brobnar. We'll play Valdir. We'll crash Valdir into... we'll play the War Drummer to bounce the Valdir. We'll replay the Valdir.
He played it. It's fine. You can't Jedi War Drummer. Jedi Mind Trick me.
I'll smash the War Drummer.
I Mind Tricked him into smashing his own War Drummer.
And your turn. I'll draw 2.
Yikes. That's all I got to say. Yikers.
Big yikes.
Big ol' yikes. Oh, man.
That's got to be a yikes for me, dog.
I don't like it. I'm just going to play Shadows and play Dodger. That's it.
We'll see about that. Alright, so my turn. I'm going to play a Bumpsy. Smoke that. We're going to Gauntlet command this Bumpsy into Dodger. I'm going to reap twice, and I'm going to discard this stun. Okay. It's your turn. I will draw 1. So there's like a ton of board wipes. Glorious few.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't want to expand my board presence. I want to like use this Brobnar stuff until you answer it.
So I'll play Brobnar, play Screech Bomb, play Coward's End, and Anger. That's it.
Alright. It's Amber Explosion time.
I think I'm in trouble.
Hunting Witch. Dust Pixie. Regrowths.
Jeez.
I'm gonna get the War Drummer and the Bumpsy. I think that's the best combination of guys I could get back from that. Okay. Say check with 8. Draw 2.
That feeling when you cannot kill a hunting witch.
Oh no.
Yeah. play Shadows, play a Carlo Phantom, play Long Fuse Mines, and I'll Screech Bomb you. And that's it.
Okay. We're gonna say Logos. Or is it Brobnar? Nah, it's Logos. I'm gonna remote access the Long Fuse Mines. We're gonna drop a Bookden and a Mother. So I'll say check with 8, and I'll draw 4.
I'll play Sanctum on a Doorstep.
My God.
I'm gonna Glorious Few to
My
get 3.
God.
I'm gonna Spirit Sway.
My God.
And I'm gonna Ezekiel to kill the Dust Pixie. And that's it. So check with 7.
Alright, I'm gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna play Cannon. I'm gonna play a Bumpsy, make you lose 1, and I gain 1. And we're gonna Gauntlet the Bumpsy into Ezekiel. And I'm gonna play a Troll, and I'm gonna gain 1. And I'm gonna War Drummer and put these guys back in my hand, and I gain 1. And then I Bumpsy and make you lose 1. And then I Troll, and I get 2 from that as well. So, Bumpsy. Oh yeah.
Yep, that's not
There's,
great.
5 dudes. I'm at 10. Sounds right. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead. This is the longest living hunting witch of all time.
And
I'll draw
this feels
3.
pretty bad. Play Brobnar. I just have to play as Hebe the Huge. That's
wow.
it.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta do it. Hunting Witch and War Drummer was pretty dumb.
And we'll forge. Alright, we're gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna smash and stun. We're gonna reap with these 3 guys. I'll punch your Hebe. I will cannon your Hebe.
Heal the troll.
Oh yeah.
Nathan did not call check. That's a disqualification. How am I supposed to know?
And we're gonna gauntlet. I guess the War Drummer into Hebe.
Okay.
Alright. Say check with 8. And draw 2.
Were you supposed to flip your key? Did you? You only forged 1 key.
Yeah,
right?
I've only forged 1, I believe. You stopped my first
That's
key
true.
like
Okay.
multiple times between Doorstep. You Screech Bomb.
That's true.
Carload.
Play Sanctum. Play Tabris. Play Blaster. Play Remule. That is it. Go ahead and forge your key.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm out of tricks now. I like that 1 second turn was good, but not being able to kill the Hunting Witch is just bad. Simply bad.
I can't threaten no matter what I do.
Nerf Hunting Witch, I know.
I guess I'm gonna say Logos here. I'm gonna Twin Bolt your guys, and then I'm gonna Positron Tabris. And I will tell you to go ahead. I'll draw 2.
Okay.
Weak Owls.
Play Shadows. Play a Shadow Self. Play Dodger. Nerve Blast. the smash. That's it. Check with 6. Thank you for unjudging us.
I guess I stop you. Yeah. I guess that's what we do. This doesn't feel great. Blinding Light for shadows. And then I'll play a Niffle Ape, a Ganymede Archivist, and a Murmook. And then I'll tell you to go ahead. Then I'll draw 4.
I'll say Brobnar. I'll loot the bodies. I'll punch the Murmook. Play a Bumpsy to make you lose 1. That's it. Check with 8.
I can threaten with Brobnar. I can threaten with Untamed, but I can play 2 cards. So we're going to threaten with Untamed. I think I can afford to let you have this key. I'll Nocturnal Maneuvers, and we'll tap down Bumpsy and Tabris and the Dodger for good measure. I'm going to Cooperative Hunting. I'll just dump all 5 into the Shadow Self. There's no reason to kill any of your guys because of the Glorious View. And then the Niffle and the Archivist can Reap. Send me to 6. And I think 6 is an important number because it gets around your Burn the Stockpile. I've honestly forgotten if you've played it yet or not. But so put that there. So I'll say check with 6 and draw 3. And you do get to Forge.
Alright, I can only stop you by Shadows and Nerve Blast, so I'll do that and do 2 to smash.
Okay.
Unstun the Shadow Self. That's it.
Okay, so I guess we'll say Brobnar. And I'll play a Bilgum. I will Gauntlet Bumpsy into Tabris. I'm gonna Reap with Troll. And then that wouldn't actually work. I have Smash kills the Shadow Self first because you have Shadow Self.
Yeah.
So kill Shadow Self first, then Bumpsy will trade. And then Cannon, I'll just execute my own Smash or Display of Power. I think so.
That's probably actually a good call.
I'll shoot my own Smash. That way Glorious Few doesn't get too big. So, alright, say check with 6 and draw 1.
Alright, I'll play Shadows. I'll play one last job. Steal 1.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play a Cannon. I'm gonna Reap with Bilgum. Troll will kill Bumpsy. And I'm gonna continue to play around. Burn the Stockpile. Go ahead.
Yep. That's it.
You had the burn. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Innkeeper is destroyed once again. I think Deadclaw showed what its power level is.
Yeah. I think the deck has some dirtily draws, but then there are other times where the deck just spikes up to like an 11.
And it had to kind of put the brakes on because of the board wipes and the Glorious Fuse in this deck. So
yeah.
With that in mind, it could have gone crazier.
Right. I could have exactly. I could have like really stepped on the gas a couple of times.
Yeah.
I think that was like a good example of like knowing what you're got to play around. So
4 times Bumpsy deck. That sounds amazing.
yeah. I mean, surely there's a quintuple Bumpsy War Drummer deck out there that's just annoying.
That'd be pretty good. All right, now we have the Ancient Entropist versus Upgen.
What is Upgen?
What is Upgen?
Get some Mars action.
Love that Mars.
I did win. Did you do it again?
Did I do it?
You did it again, man.
Oh no. This is always a risk that you guys accept by betting.
Justin did. He skamazed you.
Just message me how much amber you lost, and I'll refund you later.
Classic.
The winners can reap the rewards of my mess up.
His value bet.
It's fine. Just give me an amber belt. I'll give you your double your amber or something like that. But don't lie. I don't know if you lie. Or will I? Only one way to find out.
Due to our incompetence.
That's very true.
Our grotesque incompetence.
You bet 1,000 amber. I have no way to.
Yeah, strong. I mean, we've known him.
He would never lie to us. Yeah, you're right. He's not getting double back. Oh no! I accidentally removed 1,000 amber from you. Whoops.
He did it again.
We institute a tax on the rich.
Yeah.
In this stream. All right, I'll put up the bet. I'll try not to mess it up this time.
We have a.
There were only 3 entrants in that.
Oh, it was like, I think a total of 40 or 60 amber that was bet or something like that.
Okay. Except for the time it happened for you, yeah. That's only happened 2 times ever. I feel like that's pretty good over the course of like 150 games.
But those have been in the last week, which I feel like is pretty bad because
it was 2 weeks ago.
the rate at which they are increasing. So
tax the rich, steal from the poor. Yep.
It's not.
We're basically Robin Hood.
We just steal.
No, the judge. Happens like 40% of the time I watch live. You want to watch like 3 live streams? Jeez. Hey guys, bet your amber is safe in the pool. I promise. Nothing bad will happen to it. Nothing bad at all.
Storm bet 0.
Wow. Can't even do that.
The protest bet. The protest bet.
Oh, let me see that deck list though, also. I also need to see my deck list. Okay, so I have bait and switch.
Yeah, you got bait and switch.
You got Charette. You got Alash. Mind Barb, Double Deep Probe. Your Mars is doing some things, so I'm going first.
Yeah, the Mars in this deck, if memory serves, is actually like super sweet.
Then you have triple Murmook, which is also sweet, and Nepenthe Seed. Okay.
I got the custom virus to wipe out your Martians.
Oh, good.
Triple Murmook.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Triple Murmook Lash.
This is an odd hand, but I think I'll keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and play. If you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Mother Gun. That's always a good thing to have on the board, I think. And that's it.
Oh, right. I'm gonna Poltergeist that Mother Gun.
These decks have the same AERC and SAS. That's really interesting. Poltergeist the Mother Gun. Okay.
I'm gonna play the Terror. I'm gonna Pandemonium, and then I'm gonna play a Toxin.
Jeez. Okay.
I guess that's my turn. Go ahead.
Play Shadows. Play a Skeleton Key, Seeker Needle, Umbra. That's it.
Alright, I'm going to play a Crystal Hive. I'm going to soft landing John Smith. I'll play a Bolter.
Holy crap.
I'm gonna put this red planet ray gun, I guess, on the Terror.
Yep.
We're gonna reap with John Smith. He's gonna ready the bolter. He's gonna reap and kill the Umbra. Forever. The Mars was.
Can you unbet? Can you unbet your 0?
All right.
Holy crap!
I'm the Martian Whisperer. Bait and switch. A check with 7.
Yep. I think I just have to say Sanctum and Blinding Light for Mars, and discard Inspiration, and that's it.
All right, we forge.
This might be the fastest match ever.
All right, we're gonna say dis. I'm gonna mind barb you.
Great. That's a fun card. So control the week. The Staunchy Knight.
I'm gonna play a Dust Imp and an Ember Imp.
You picked Entropist to win, Niall? Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna reap with Toxin. I ain't done with that hand yet.
Yep.
I think you're probably fine with that.
Yep, yep.
And then I'm gonna reap.
Oh, just the match. Okay.
I'm gonna reap with the Terror. He's then gonna shoot my Dust Imp. Let me say check. And yeah, it's your turn.
All right, I'll say
draw 3.
I'll say Mars. Play Crystal Hive, Ulix, Mind Warper, John Smith.
You only play 2 cards.
Oh my God. I guess I'll play. John Smith.
Okay.
And keep these dudes. Sure. That's it.
Okay. So I forge.
Yep. I feel like it's all just random numbers. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna discard Hand of Dis and Tendrils of Pain because I don't feel like doing a bunch of damage to my guys. I'm going to reap with the Terror and execute John Smith, and then I'm gonna reap with Toxin and the Ember Imp, and I'm gonna toss a card out of your hand. Okay. It's your turn. I'll draw 2.
Say Sanctum. Mexna will stun the Toxin. Play Bulwark. That's it.
Okay, I guess I'll say Mars. I'm gonna deep probe for Mars. There's a bait and switch. I guess I'll run out this Marauder, who's going to capture 1, and these guys are gonna clear their stuns. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Oh boy. Okay. Guess I'll say Sanctum. Bulwark will attack the Ember Imp. I'm going to return Lady Mex to my hand. Play the Spirit's Way. Play Mexna, stun John Smith. Protect the weak. That is it.
Alright, I'm going to say Untamed. I'm going to play Nepenthe Seed. I'm going to discard, save the pack. And then I'm going to play Dew Fairy, Murmook, and Murmook. And it is your turn. I will draw. And draw. And draw. Okay.
So play Shadows. Play Shadow Self. Play Selwyn. Secret Needle 1 onto Do Fairy. Skeleton Key 1 onto the Maxna. Well, onto the Shadow Self. No, Maxna, yeah. And that's it. I've never seen a deck with Selwyn that also has a way to capture Amber. Yeah, that's rare.
I'm gonna say Untamed. I'll play Niffle Ape. I'm gonna Fog Bank so you can't fight me. And then I'm gonna Reap with the Dew Fairy. And then I'm gonna Reap with this Murmook. You're hanging on to the bait and switch. So right now you would go to 5, I would go to 4. If I Reap with this Murmook, it's 5 to 5. So I'll Reap with this Murmook. And can't fight me, so I think I just tell you to go ahead, because I think I can just immediately threaten again on the next turn. So
I will say Shadows.
I'm gonna discard this Curiosity and draw 3.
I'll bait and switch. 4, 5. Reap with. Oh, do I Reap with her?
You can't fight with her.
I can't fight, so yes. Secret Needle the Dew Fairy. Reap with Selwyn. Move that to there. Skeleton Key to there. Key of Darkness is discarded. Shadow Self Reaps. And that's it. So check with 9.
Okay, I'll say Untamed. I'll Reap with these 3 guys. And then I'm going to Penseed back the Fog Bank. I'll play a Fog Bank so you can't fight me on the next turn. I will say check with 8. And it'll be your turn. And, I guess I'll play the Spare Fleet while I'm at it. Alright. And I draw.
Yeah, for 8.
Yeah.
So you have 8. I don't think I can stop 8. I do have a Jammer Pack, but that's all I got. Yep, that's it.
Alright. I was hoping just threatening there again immediately was the right call.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to have to get through the your shadows, like, with bait and switch, plus the stuff you had on the board could answer like a ton of Amber. So I felt like I had to threaten enough to force you to play the bait and switch, and then try to immediately threaten again. So
is Keyforge the most popular behind MTG, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh? It's tough to say.
I think Keyforge is pretty omnipresent.
I think it's on the rise. It's got a lot of appealing things about it.
Yeah. I think. Oh, and Pokemon. Like, don't underestimate. How much money Pokemon makes.
Pokemon is big.
So I think that pack is so far ahead of any other card games. And I think Keyforge fits like a very different niche. I think if you play Pokemon, Magic, or Yu-Gi-Oh seriously, if you play them like very seriously, you can't play the other two very seriously also, just because they're so time consuming and money consuming. Whereas Keyforge, I know a lot of Magic players have picked up Keyforge here and there because of like goodwill towards Richard Garfield.
And it's like a side game. I mean, you don't have to commit
not,
all your
right.
time to Keyforge.
So
what is up, gents? That's pretty good, Dark Black. I like that.
That's good stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, Keyforge at one point, Keyforge's sales were 4th, but it was like only I think Q4 of last year was when it was 4th, based off of sales records, which is good. It was only behind Pokemon, Magic, and Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's interesting.
And there's, I think, at least 1 million decks have been sold.
I believe sold, but registered it was like 750,000.
Yeah, so not all of those are registered. I'm sure you've got some speculators that are sitting on some. I'm sure you've got stuff that's unopened here and there. So, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good turnout. I think Destiny is probably still very much more popular. So,
shows that Pokemon has sold 21.5 billion cards.
Yeah.
Keyforge sold 36 million cards. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of ground to catch up.
I mean, Pokemon's existed for 20 years, so...
Yeah, and I think you could certainly teach, like, a 12-year-old to play Keyforge, and they might enjoy it, but I don't think 12-year-olds as a demographic would enjoy Keyforge as much as, Pokemon. Anything else. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to compare Keyforge to those games anyway, because the more I play Keyforge, the more I realize it is not.
Yeah, exactly.
A CCG.
I mean, I think it has a lot of traits similar to CCGs.
Yeah.
So.
Those are Gamma FFG said Keyforge blew Destiny out of the water. Wow. That'd be interesting to know. Would you play Star Wars Destiny 4th then? I don't think I would.
I don't think anymore. I think maybe
at one point.
Yeah, I think 18 months ago, I think I probably would have. Currently, I don't think I would. I think Destiny, unfortunately, is on its way out, which is a shame because it is a really good game. I just think it's marred by like a couple design decisions.
Yeah.
I think the part of the problem with Destiny is it's like some fundamental game decisions that were made at the very onset of the game, and now that they're just trapped with. But I think vehicles. I think it would be sweet if vehicles were like part of your starting equipment.
Right. Yeah.
Like if you wanted to play like Han piloting the Falcon, that would be cool. So yeah, but instead vehicles are like their own thing off.
Yeah, and they still have not figured out the cost on vehicles because they started putting them cheaply and then they became the dominant meta decks, and now they started putting them more expensive again. And you've seen like the older stuff rotate. I was talking to Paul about it earlier. The first set just rotated out, so now the vehicle decks have gotten better because all the really powerful attachments have gone away.
Yeah.
So yeah, very interesting. But sort of a shame. Was I going first? Or
you were going first, okay. Definitely. Yeah. So the Transformers card game definitely looks cool. I am not sold on it. I'm not sold on this Transformers card game.
I played the starter set and it was just like it didn't seem like there was a lot there.
Yeah. It definitely like I guess the problem with the Transformers card game is that it is targeted so directly to people like me who've played card games forever and also like the original Gen 1 Transformers stuff, that I needed like some crunch there, and I've like looked at the cards. I mean, I like the concept of like being able to transform between robot and vehicle and stuff like that, but I don't know, it just didn't quite seem to have enough there.
I think they made it to not have any competitive elements also.
Right. Well, and I mean, like the expansions that they've come out with the game, like a Devastator starter deck and a Metroplex starter deck, and like the first set is like the Rise of the Combiners where you can like make fucking Predaking and stuff like that. I'm like, okay,
that's just cool.
This is like pandering directly to me.
Yeah.
And I look at it and I'm like, I kind of want to buy it just because it's sweet. It's got all that sweet art on it. So.
All right, play an Ancient Barrier.
Okay, I guess I'm going to say Shadows. I'll play a Mesa Sass spell, run out this poor urchin, and then play the Skeleton Key. And it's your turn and draw 3.
All right, I'll play Untamed. I think I'm gonna go ahead and trade into the Asp. Play 2 Mermooks. That's it. I've not had the busted turns that you had to start out the
my
game
Mars starting.
Yeah, it was absurd.
It was. I had so in my opener I had John Smith soft landing, and I was like, any Martian I draw from here is good, is money. And then like when I drew up after my first turn, it was like Bolter and a ray gun. I was like, so he has no money. Won't someone think of the urchins? This is like the least useful versions of. Okay, I'm gonna Spirit's Way and kill Mermooks. I'm gonna protect the weak on the urchin. He's the urchin avenger, and then we're gonna inspiration so I can reap with this urchin. So I have all these like really powerful sanctum cards that I'm just like using for very minimal effect there. And I'll draw 3.
Right, I'll play Mars. I'm gonna play Custom Virus.
Oh god, he's gonna wipe out the urchins.
And Ulix. That's it.
Oh right. I'm gonna say Mars. I'm gonna play a Mother Gun and a Crystal Hive. And I think that's it. I think I pumped the brakes there, and I draw 2. All right, go ahead.
Crystal Hive's a location, and Mother Gun's a weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't think I have a way to deal with those.
Well, Custom Virus is it destroy each creature.
Each creature. Oh, I was thinking anything.
Each card. Yeah.
Well, that's lame.
So the store that I work part-time at sells a decent amount of Transformers online, but I don't know of anybody who's bought it in the store. So I think you just have like regional games that are popular. I remember when 10 years ago the Inuyasha card game was like crazy big at the store that I worked at.
That's really weird.
And that game lasted for like a year. And then like the Naruto card game was like really popular at the store. We just had like a bunch of anime nerds that
man,
liked all those anime based card games.
I'll play Dis. I'll play a Lash. Discard Hand of Dis. Play Charette. Play the Terror. And I'm gonna Poltergeist your. There's a lot of decisions here. I think Mother Gun. I don't have anything to use with it, because that'd be pretty good to kill the Urchin there, but being able to kill my Martians a little easier is really good for you, I think. So
yeah, of the cards I wanted you to get rid of, Mother Gun was the last one. So I did. If you blew up Crystal Hive,
yeah, it was gonna be whatever. It's hard to use anyway. Usually,
Skeleton Key would have been good. Okay, this is bad. All right. Okay. Here we go. Shadows. Bait and switch.
Yep. Warhammer's pretty good. It doesn't click with me really. It's hard to explain why, because the mechanics are very
champions.
Unique.
Yeah, I would. Champions also. I think Champions had like a strong debut. I'm gonna Skeleton Key, and then I'm gonna Ghostly Hand.
I think Keyforge will definitely rise when the new set comes out. I think people are a little burned out on just playing the same old cards, the same old decks. They're probably holding off on buying new decks until the new set comes out.
I'm gonna Reap with Urchin. And your go. And I think Vault Tours I think will be doing stuff for the game.
Yeah.
I'm definitely interested to see what kind of like Vault Tour participation as the year goes on. If the Vault Tours stay the same, or if they decrease, or if they increase. Kind of interested to see the mini game. Okay, yeah.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, the mini game is good. That's for sure. That's tried and true.
I really like the L5R LCG. Once again, I feel like it's marred by decisions made at the very core of the game. Basically, the starter set is the starter set. I think it just has like bonkers cards. The fact that they had to release like a restricted list where you can only play one, and like when you go,
all their LCGs have to do that. At some point,
and
which
I
is
don't
one of their
get it.
one of their struggles.
So the game was balanced around the core set. I felt like all of the houses were pretty close in the core set. Like I would have given the edge maybe to like a couple of the houses, but in the core, I played a lot of the core set. But that first wave of chapter packs or whatever was just busted.
I'm gonna reap with Marauder.
Well, yeah. Well, technically, Keyforge has a restricted list in the way that you can only play what's in your deck.
Yeah. And they can't really restrict anything in this game. They would have to errata. That's their balance.
All right, do you have anything? Or,
no, Keyforge.
Okay.
Restricted to one ofs. Yeah, there are one ofs. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But it was like the game was designed that way.
Yeah.
Is the difference. Okay, I am going to get housed. All right, we're gonna say Sanctum. I'm gonna Blinding Light and stun all of them's Martians. I guess I'll Max None, stun the Terror. And that'll be it. I have to like do that so that I don't get crushed by these Martian nerds.
All right.
That's the cooperative one. I might be able to still get my hands on a Terminal Directive.
Let me go ahead and unstun all my Mars guys and put a Red Planet ray gun on. I think the Dominator. That is it.
I guess I say Mars. I will play a Zorg and a Mind Warper. I'll Biomatrix back up Maxna, ensuring she gets sent to the zoo. We'll Jammy Pack the Zorg, ensuring that he gets sent to the zoo. Yeah. That's it.
Oh man, so I just get to play the game, huh?
Oh yeah,
just get to do things.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right, so I'll say Mars. Ulix will reap. We'll just gonna put an X in here.
I mean, I don't know. I guess so. The thing is, I don't follow. As somebody who plays a lot of these, I don't follow the inter-company doings of like the designers, like where they are and what they do. So, I think Fantasy Flight's biggest problem is the lack of playtesting.
Yeah.
I think that has been true for their games forever.
Something falls through the cracks in playtesting. I think it's also later on in development because their base sets are usually pretty strong.
Yeah. And then I think part of it is the design approach.
I know, Andrew. Yeah.
I think part of the problem is that when they're designing like the chapter packs, what they're doing is they're designing all of the stuff in the chapter packs to work together with each other.
They don't really account for everything else.
Exactly. They don't have this chapter pack mess with the core set. They don't have it planned for the next one.
Yep.
Right. And I'm not saying it would be easy to plan for the next what you haven't printed yet.
Right.
But like it just they don't do like any backwards play testing.
It has not seemed like that is the case, Dark Black, based on like his streams or like him talking in the streams. I'm at 9.
Oh, cool. Yeah, here we go. I guess I'll say Shadows. Discard, play, and play. I'm just gonna discard her. Little skeleton key. And this is just like I spend the rest of the game losing to the Mars that is on the board.
I just keep calling Mars until you stop. So I'll forge a key. Say Mars. Use the Zookeeper. Use the Marauder. Use John Smith. Use the Marauder. Reap, choose a creature. Okay, so he would have to shoot somebody for 4.
Yeah, I mean, you read a card, say, like, you read a card, like, especially for L5R, something like Charge. And if Charge exists in any other game, Charge is broken. But in the L5R core set, Charge was just like, you just played 3 copies of it, you know? So...
Not Charge in this
Not
game.
Charge in this game, but Charge in L5R is just silly. Alright, I guess I say Shadows. I guess I Miasma you. And then I will play this Shadow Self, and I'll capture. I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of. I'm like a dude who's just getting pummeled, and you're just punching me in the face over and over again. And then you're like, do you give up? And I like look you in the eyes, and I just like spit. And then you just go back to beating me.
Alright, I'll say Untamed. Since you've given me freedom to do something else. Play a Do Fairy. Discard Curiosity.
You forged, by the way.
No, you've miasmed me.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Play a Fog Bank. You cannot fight, and I'll play a Chota and forge. So yes, you're right. I do forge.
Yeah. Yeah, so you read, and that was, so if Charge exists in Lion, Charge is not broken, Charge is like thematic. And if Charge costs like 3 influence. But the problem is Charge was just like a neutral card. And so you could just play it in any house, which meant like Crab, of course, is going to charge like, you know, what's his name? The big crab dude, Hida Kasada. Here comes Hida Kasada. And guess what? We're going to strap the thing on him that makes it so he doesn't die, you know? So, all right. I guess we're going to say... We're going to say Mars. I'll play my Zookeeper and John Smith as if they aren't going to get murdered. I'll Biomatrix back up my Shadow Self. I'll just tell you to go ahead. I'll draw 3.
All right,
No, I was 1 off.
Say Mars.
I was 1 card off. I would be fine. Well, I don't know if I'd be fine. I think the damage is done at this point, so... No, go to my archives, not your archives.
Reap with John Smith.
This is the most guys I've ever seen in the...
Reap with the Dominator, shoot the John Smith. Reap with Ulix, take that. Reap with Marauder. And I'm going to deep probe for Sanctum.
It was like the only thing. I had like an inspiration. I was like trying to like
God.
maybe get this inspiration to do something. That's game.
Okay.
I got nothing. I'm dead.
Jeez.
I die. Murdered.
That was pretty bad.
Mating season, which would have been very bad, but I would have played it,
Yeah,
even though
you
it
would
would
have
have
had
given
to.
you like 5 or whatever, because it was the. I would have needed to do it to stay in that game.
Well,
I can't even say I played Spirit's Way at the wrong time, because Spirit's Way wouldn't have killed the problem dudes. It wouldn't have killed John Smith and wouldn't have killed Zookeeper.
I don't necessarily think all decks that don't have stealing aren't competitive. You definitely need
Amber.
some sort of disruption.
You need Amber control.
Yeah. So like capturing can be good, and like bumpsy stuff that makes your opponent lose Amber is good.
Yeah.
Stealing is a bit probably too good.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a 2
way it
Amber.
exists
It's
now.
a 2 Amber swing. I
And-
think it's the Magic conundrum, right? Like
Yeah.
you take a card like Library of Alexandria and it's broken as a land, but you put Library of Alexandria on a 2-cost creature that's a 1/1.
That's
And it's
awful.
not broken. So I think stealing on creatures is good, and also probably thematic, right?
Right.
Like your guy is running out there and stealing the Amber, but stealing on action cards, there's not like a ton of counterplay that you can do for action cards. You have to like avoid the scenarios.
Yeah, you have to play around their hand, and that's much harder to do. Yeah, so it's gonna be hard for them to adjust that and make it so new decks can still compete with old decks, old Shadows decks that have all that ceiling in them. Tournaments are dominated. I mean, yeah, I have no doubt about that. But it did seem from the shows we saw that it's not going to be as powerful in the second set. But does that mean the decks in general are not going to be as powerful? Which could be bad.
Yeah, and I would say, so the thing is, like, you can have decks that beat decks that have shadows in them, but like the really oppressive shadow sides just feel unfair sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's I guess is like the biggest complaint that people have. So.
Yeah, changing basic rules that's a really hard thing to do. You have to have a really good reason to do that. Usually the good reason is it creates some sort of game-breaking loop, like change basic rules, or some card is printed that demands a rules change, or else it just runs out of control. I don't think anything exists like that yet. 3 times Relentless Whispers and 3 times Routine Job are kind of nonsense. Yeah,
right.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, decks like that just are brutal. It's just like every time they go to say shadows, you're just like cringing because you know it's gonna be bad. They're gonna take shit from you.
Yeah, I mean, and if they do nerf library access in some way, like if they were to make it alpha as per suggestion, Tabletop Royale, just say Tabletop Royale. Alpha.
Tabletop Royale's suggestion.
Then do we just see all Shadows decks rise to the top because there's no infinite combos to stop them anymore? All Call of the Archon's Shadows decks, I mean to say.
Yeah.
Who knows? Just remove bonus Amber nonsense from all the Shadows actions. Yeah, I mean, but you still have stuff like Routine Job. I think Routine Job is not that interesting of a card in itself. Like, it steals an Amber.
Yeah.
There's no skill around it. Did you draw in the right order?
Yeah.
Yes? No? Okay. I think they just need to make capture better. Yeah. More stuff like Selwyn. Selwyn's just a little slow. Like, Selwyn usually does not work like I was able to use it.
Selwyn is worse than Naughty the Thief.
Right. Definitely worse than Naughty the Thief. By a lot. It's not like it has even skirmish. Like, it's fight abilities. When are you going to fight with it? Very rarely.
Yeah.
Brav and Sanctum are 2 big creature houses, and they're supposed to be good at capture. Yeah, they should be better at capture. Brav doesn't do much capturing, but I guess it's got, like, Unguarded Camp, which is a really good card in there.
Skirmish does not stop elusive, so yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Andrew. If Skirmish had a way to interact with elusive, it would be interesting. And I don't hate elusive as a mechanic. I think elusive is totally fine as a mechanic. Yeah. There's not enough guys with assault. I could see like Brobnar dudes with assault. Like that kind of makes sense.
Because there's no Brobnar guys with assault, right?
No. There's only 2 cards that have assault.
The bear and
Way of the Bear gives a creature assault. So to me, it's kind of weird to make cards that have keywords and then use that keyword like
one
twice.
Time. Yeah, that's odd.
I think Skirmish is used the appropriate amount of time. I don't think you want guys that have armor and Skirmish. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Niffle Knight. Yeah. Yeah, elusive is great.
Correct. Yeah, I think there's enough. You can definitely link the deck in the chat there to be named. We have like a bot that'll link it.
If you exclamation mark D and then a space and start typing the name out, as long as you've registered it, the bot will find it. I think a lot of the stuff in Call of the Archons is just experiments to see what people like to play with.
I could see that. I mean, I do think
the problem with that is like your experiment is the meta now. Is the game. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think Call of the Archons. I mean, that was one of the things that struck me about Keyforge when Justin and I started playing. We bought a bunch of it, and then we went and bought the amount that we had bought again.
Right.
Because we had so much fun playing with the stuff that we had. And so I think Call of the Archons is like deceptively well designed, with a couple of exceptions that I think skew people's opinions. And I think the nature of card games and the nature of the way the internet works with card games is that the really powerful stuff, the stuff that people focus on.
Yeah, I mean, you have negative opinions that get
amplified.
I mean, that's the internet. So
yeah, I mean, like to give you an example, like Reddit just works weird anyway. Like Justin and I, we're not trying to like game Reddit with like our posts and stuff like that. We generally just try to put them out there to be informative and whatnot. But when I was doing write-ups for the first round of Tournament of Champions, I would post a write-up and I would get like 2 upvotes one day, and then I'd post the same write-up, same format, different decks, and then I'd get like 40 upvotes.
Right.
And then you'd post another write-up and you get like 5 up. Like there's no telling what people just latch on to. So the stuff that gets amplified and a lot of people latch on to, it's like out of your control, and you just can't determine what people think about that stuff anymore anyway.
It's tough because it's like people have to click it at the right time. It has to be upvoted at the right time or else it just gets downvoted. So one of my ideas was that Richard didn't like very much was to reward board control decks by adding a new type of action, raid. If your opponent has no creatures on the board, instead of reaping, you could raid, which means you steal 1 amber for each creature, for each 2 creatures that are raiding. There's the same total amber difference as reaping, but allows you to do some amber control. That'd be a tough thing. I could see that on a card. I mean, you have like Dimension Door, which sort of does that.
Yeah, I could see that as a mechanic that shows up as a so you use 2 creatures, is that what you're saying?
2 creatures per thing. Yeah, I'm looking at it actually right now to be named.
Yeah, I'll pull it up so we can look at it. And
you got me. So you got Shadow's Sanctum Logos. You have library access. That's pretty good. Mother, Dexter, Keo, Mobius Scroll, Library Babble, Scrambler Storm's awesome. Ruin Access is good. Phase Shift is great. Effervescent is great.
Mobius Scroll actually combos with Library Access pretty well.
Yeah, I like that logo side a lot, actually.
You got a Phase Shift, which combos with Library Access. Scrambler Storm's awesome. You are light on creatures in your logo side, but I don't think that's a big deal.
I think that's fine with Library Access.
Right.
You don't want to be too heavy on creatures. So I do like that logo side a lot. And you have Effervescent for board control or for amber control. Your Sanctum also has Doorstop to Heaven, which is great at dealing with amber, and a good spread of creatures. I think there.
Gorm of Alm is solid. Shoulder Armor is awesome. Selwyn, I guess, combos with Seki, but not at the same time. This is another example of like where Selwyn would just be better as like a Naughty the Thief.
Yeah, very rarely are you happy to see Selwyn, and it's a rare.
Same thing
it could be a little better.
Same thing with like Mind Warper.
Yeah,
I think Remote Access is really good.
It's amazing.
It played some key roles earlier.
Yep.
In the Dead Claw Innkeeper matchup. But back to like the idea of like raid. I think raid would be a good keyword. Like if you have a guy that has that keyword, I think that would be fine.
Yeah, and he could join with like another creature to do that.
Yeah,
or something.
So
I would like that as a mechanic, not necessarily as an extra rule, but like as a keyword.
Yeah, I think
or a card.
If I think one of the things players moving to this game have a difficulty understanding is that reaping is basically the same thing as attacking your opponent, like in Magic, attacking your opponent's life total directly. Reaping is you gaining amber, which will let you win the game, and you're able to reap easier if your opponent has nothing on the board. So
you're welcome, man. Yeah, that's a good deck. I like that deck. It's at least
I think Selwyn should
mostly playable.
I think Selwyn should say play.
He would be very good if he could say
play reap.
Play reap fight. Yeah.
So
be much better. Yeah, I like that deck a lot. I think you lucked out with that one. It was good.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
Yep. It would do well. Concentrating on rules changes that would be made so that Shadows wasn't so dominant. Yeah, that's tough to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you. I don't know that it's very good, but I don't know if you want to change entire aspects of the game to deal with it.
I think the rules of the game. I think the rules of the game are fine as is. I think the problem is the balance of the Shadows cards.
Yeah.
I think Nerve Blast is a fine card.
Yes, but
I think Relentless Whispers is slightly too powerful.
Right.
It's the counterspell conundrum. Counterspell at 2 mana is too good. Counterspell at 3 mana is garbage.
Yeah.
You can't make counterspell cost 2.5 mana. Relentless Whispers
it's just a Nerve Blast.
At 1 is fine,
amber, right.
but if you get 2 amber from it, it's just like too powerful.
Yeah.
I think Ghostly Hand honestly is fine.
I think it's fine too. Yeah.
Because it doesn't.
It's conditional. I like conditional stealing.
Yeah.
Conditional stealing and stealing on creatures is fine.
Right.
Stuff like I think Nerve Blast. Well, Nerve Blast I think is fine, but I think stuff like Routine Job.
Yeah. Bait and Switch I think is. I think Finishing Blow honestly is probably fine as well.
I like Finishing Blow too. That's
because you have to actually damage one of their guys, and it's not easy to do that with your Shadow Dorks because they're so small.
Right. So you kind of have to do it off turn or Poison Wave. Poison Wave's good for that, but yeah, it takes setup. I like having to set up steal. Like One Last Job is fine because you're losing stuff off your board.
Yeah.
How much of uproar would there be if they just say we goofed with the first year set? They can't be used as tournaments anymore. I don't think there will be much if they did that after like 2 years.
Yeah, I think if they did after 2 years, then the people playing the game are going to play the game.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's totally fine to say, hey, we're having a standard format for Keyforge now. Standard is the last 2 years, last 4 sets or something.
Yeah.
So in competitive tournaments, most are going to be standard format, but you also have infinite format, just like they did with Destiny. I think a rotation is healthy for any card game. This one does work differently, obviously, but it probably will need a rotation at some point.
Or you could just chain decks at a certain age.
Yeah, chain old decks.
You could still play your old deck, but
you
you're
could
gonna have fewer
I mean, you could
cards.
say all year 1 decks are now 3 power.
Yeah,
Or
I
something
could see
like
that. And to be named, I think it's decks are on a bell curve, right? So the vast majority of decks are going to fit into this part of the bell curve, where they're about in the same power level. And then you're going to have like some percentage of decks that are just bonkers, and you're going to have some percentage of decks that are just bricks.
Yeah.
We have actually seen very few decks that I would consider just really, really bad.
But at the same time, you want a bad deck, because if you're going to play in a reversal tournament, you bring your worst deck.
Yeah.
So
So
it's not a bad thing to have a really bad deck, and it's sort of funny to be able to play with it and give it to your opponent and say, "I dare you to beat me with this crappy deck."
Yeah.
Like, that's great.
So
Yeah, chain.
and I don't. At this point, we have no deck that has never won a game.
That's
right,
true.
I think.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess we're not accounting for decks that lost in the first round of the other.
Yeah.
Thing.
Well,
but
no, we did, because we took all our 03 decks and they all won, and even the winner of the worst tournament beat Barcus Rex.
Right. No,
So,
I was saying the first round of March Madness.
this. Yeah, that's
March
right.
Madness.
That's right.
We may have had decks that also lost. So
I wasn't playing legacy formats, but eventually they do tend to have a particular deck that just breaks and warps everything. Yeah,
yeah,
but I mean, you can't
think
really
that,
do that in this format.
Yeah,
right?
and that
So-
is different for this game, because you can't just go make that deck.
Yeah.
Is the thing. Like, you would have to have that deck already, and in theory, if you just keep slapping chains on it, then eventually it'll get to the point where it can't win because it just doesn't have enough cards.
Yeah.
So
And I think even if they do like a standard rotation kind of thing, I would like to see legacy decks still be able to pull, or legacy cards still be able to pull from that first set.
yeah.
Even if it's cards like bait and switch.
Right.
Because
I think it'd be sweet. I
Yeah,
mean,
that'd be-
like you gotta have the chase.
Yeah.
For a game like this, you gotta have reasons why your whales want to keep buying decks. So yeah, I think
To be named, I play in Spartanburg sometimes, which is not that far south of you.
Yeah.
They announced those, right? Like Maverick, you can get. So it's like it's a legacy card.
We're talking about like forever.
Forever. Yeah,
forever.
even if they did a rotation.
So
And I think what bait and switch could be Omega, library access is Alpha. That fixes everything, doesn't it?
yeah,
Right?
right.
Am I not crazy there? That
No, I don't
fixes
think you're
that
crazy.
fixes set 1 problems.
Yeah,
That's it. I mean, that's a simple. You add your keywords you already made. You added these cards.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
done.
yeah. I think it's clean. I think that is just clean.
You go to UNCC. Cool. Yeah, we live in the upstate of South Carolina.
yeah, SoCal, Carolina.
SoCal.
Yeah. There is a vault tour in May. That's
Atlanta.
down in Atlanta, so that's probably like a 4-hour drive for you, but that might be something worth going to. The thing about Keyforge, it's kind of like deck building games or whatever. You can like just have it on you, and if there's ever like a time between rounds and like another tournament or whatever that you're playing, you can just break it out and play it.
You could find 2 decks that play well against each other. Like
Yeah.
we've got several decks that are just like could play this matchup 100 times and
And we
could
don't
be 50-50.
know. Yeah, we'd have to like seriously count on a spreadsheet that matchup
Right.
to determine which of these decks is better.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
even in that first matchup, Deadclaw versus Zenkeeper,
Yeah.
I do think Deadclaw has the edge there, but maybe like a 60-40 type
Yeah,
edge.
yeah.
It depends on draw order at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, so that's all our games for tonight. We spent like 20 minutes talking about Keyforge, which is great. We love the open dialogue.
Yeah.
So we are going to be back on Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes, Wednesday. Probably not Thursday.
Okay.
And then it might be next Monday. because of Game of Thrones
Yes,
is on
I
Sunday.
don't think we're gonna stream Sunday.
So
But we will definitely be back Wednesday.
Yeah.
With 2 more rounds from the True Contender tournament. I have to like think of what I named it.
Yeah, True Contender.
True
yeah.
Contender.
We're gonna have to. We'll have to get the name algorithm to actually come up with names for the tournaments that we do.
Oh, while we have everyone here, my idea for the tournament after this, if we still don't have a release date, we still don't have anything for the next set, is to do Tabletop Simulator streams, tournament with user submitted decks. So like everyone submits one deck, and we slap them in a bracket, and we'll play them on Tabletop Simulator. So that's my idea right now. So if you guys are down with that, you can submit us your best deck. That'd be pretty fun. We'll set up a bracket. It'll be just like where the tournaments we do now.
We will have to work out a little bit of logistical stuff just because we'll be streaming from effectively 2 different computers.
Yeah, it'll just look a little different. I mean, I would stream from mine, and you would just talk to me.
Yeah,
on voice chat.
Yep, exactly. So we'll have to figure that out. I think that'll be fun. I think that could like open up like what we could do on the stream total.
Oh yeah,
like just in total
for
as
sure.
well. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. I can't remember I don't remember whose deck showed us. I think it was Player Herp showed us the Big Daddy deck. That's all you said.
Well, first off, the
looks
name
real fun.
the deck was good, but
Yeah.
the name is top notch. So makes it that the worst ones move forward. I would definitely buy decks from the set.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. We had a viewer buy a deck that had library access and a pen seat in it, and they sold it for $400.
Yeah.
So they got that randomly, sold it for $400. Pretty good.
Longtime viewers will remember Snacky. I think Snacky made money on the game.
Yes, I think he did because he only had like 12 or so decks, 13.
Yeah, but he turned around and sold them, and I think he made money on all of them.
Yeah.
So.
There's a decent secondary market for Keyforge, interestingly.
I didn't hate that idea, Necrologia, but we don't actually have all the cards. There's actually rares that we are missing between the 2 of us, even though we
like
have
140 decks or something.
It's over 160.
Okay, yeah.
No, is it? No, it's not 160. I'm making that up.
I have like 65 ish.
So it's like over 130 decks.
Yeah.
So over 130 decks. Yeah. We have over 130. We're missing some of the cards. So
yeah, I'm sure you could go to eBay and get like some pretty decent decks for not that expensive.
Right.
I always prefer to just buy brand new. I don't play blind.
Exactly. I mean, the thing is, the decks get like, I just there are some decks that I'm like emotionally attached to.
Yeah. Like people are like, you should give Christensen to the winner. I'm like, Nathan would never part with that.
No.
I don't think you could probably offer him an amount of money, but
I said that I wouldn't sell Christensen for less than $500. I don't know that I would sell it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not even for 500.
Not even for 500.
Because it's like, where are you going to get that deck? Thank you for the follow to be named. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Feel free to catch our streams. We'll be back on Wednesday. We usually stream like Monday, Wednesday, Sunday at 7:30 ish. Usually Thursdays too, but Nathan's a slacker and plays Blood Bowl now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
Nathan, $500 on the table right now for Christensen. I would if I was in your shoes, I would have trouble.
Yeah,
parting it with
because the deck is so good. It's so ruthless.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I do think there's probably room, for like a campaign mode for Keyforge.
Archons versus like a challenger deck.
Yeah, you could do.
I like that idea.
I'm not sure how you could get it to work.
Oh, you do like Lord of the Rings LCG. I mean, you could make a center challenger deck, and you have like your guys.
Yeah, and you have to like pay Amber to do things.
I could see
and
it.
then you could do like you could have like a level up progression or something like that, because you could like take a look at another deck and add cards from it or something like that. I don't know.
Well,
like,
I bet they could have like treasure cards, right? So
yeah,
think of it like you beat this guy, you earn treasure cards, you fight another boss. Like we used to do the WoW raid decks.
Yeah,
for the WoW TCG.
Yeah. Or I could see it like Slay the Spire-esque or something like that.
Upgrade cards in your deck.
I think that would be kind of cool.
Take this idea, Final Fantasy or Fantasy Flight.
Yeah,
free ideas.
Yeah.
Make a challenger deck.
Sponsor us, you cowards.
Sponsor us, but probably just keep developing Keyforge as is. Don't take resources away from that.
Yeah, definitely leave it to the board game geek people to come up with.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, guys, we're gonna take off now. We could talk about Keyforge for another 3 hours.
Yep, easily,
very easily. But we'll be back with more on Wednesday. So We hope everyone has a good night and hope you enjoyed watching.
Yep. Goodbye.
Good night.